Hi everyone, Kevin here with a piano practice tip for your child, which is to use more pop songs. Now, quick caveat, I'm not a teacher, but I am a guy who did his grades 1 through 8 as a child 20 years ago. And the thing is then we didn't have access to the kinds of resources that we do today. Nowadays, we can go on Google and find for free the sheet music for pretty much any pop song, which is what I did for this lesson I gave a couple of weeks ago with this girl, and we were doing Frozen's Let It Go. And so we used the right hand to begin with, very simple. And then introduce the left hand later, and your child can do this if they're more like grade 2 or grade 3 perhaps, but again, relatively simple. That sounds really effective, and you should have seen the look on this girl's face. She really lit up. She had a totally different attitude to the piano and that session that we were practicing. It totally infused her, and it just made me have that first-hand experience of pop songs can make a huge difference. Now the great thing for you as a parent as well, of course, is that you know when they've got it right. You know how the song is meant to sound. And I know that can be a bit different when maybe they're playing a more classical piece. How do you know if they're getting it right or not? How do you know if they're progressing? With a pop song, you know it, right? And if you don't know the song, you have Spotify or something that can easily show you how the tune is meant to go. So I'd highly recommend jumping online, particularly to a website called MuseScore, M-U-S-E Score, MuseScore, which is where most of this seems to be available, certainly is my go-to resource. Just a couple of things to warn you about, just make sure the music is relatively simple, because what you don't want to do is download pretty complicated music, put it in front of your child and then have them struggle to play that, which is quite demotivating, and of course is the exact opposite of what we're trying to do here. How do you check if it's simple enough? Just two things. One is there can't be too many notes going on at the same time. So here in the right hand, there's only ever one note. There's no notes stacked vertically on top of one another, and therefore you get the very simple tune going on. And the other thing to watch out for is the key signature. So the key signature is what appears at the top left of the music. It's the number of sharps and flats there are. Sharps are those hashtag symbols, and the flats are the little B's. Hashtags and B's, and if there's only one or two of them, it's okay, because what that means is that there's only one or two of the black notes being played. The more white notes, the easier it is to play. So not too many hashtags or B's, which are the sharps or flats. So look guys, I hope that helps, and I really encourage you to jump onto MuseScore, grab a pop song that your child likes, and let them have a bit of fun with it. It's not quite as to the syllabus of what they ought to be doing, of course, but for the occasional practice session, to keep them motivated, energized, it's a bit of fun. Can't hurt, right? I'd love to hear your feedback, and thank you for visiting this Facebook group. Feel free to leave some comments and participate in the discussion. Thanks so much.